Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm Tim and we're currently playing through Silent War 2.0 with the IJN expansion. Campaign number 3, Turning the Tide. We are starting week 4 of June 1943. We'll start as we always do with our war event phase. So a 0 to 3 on the black die will give us a war event. Had one for quite a while. There we go. We got one now. So 2 and 4. Well, the 2 doesn't matter, but 4, war event number 4. So we'll look that up in the war event table for war period 3. All right, we got a special mission. Invasion of the Marshals. The player must deploy 12 submarines to Majuro. Only contacts with task force results are used. Place a submarine tender on Majuro in the war progress phase. This is a one-time only event. Nice. So we're going to get another forward base. And Majuro. I don't know where that is. Oh, there it is. Nice. So another one probably be about, it'll be in the Marshall Islands, so be kind of equivalent to what we've got up in the North Pacific with the Sperry. Saves us 1 week from having to spend an extra week to get back to Pearl Harbor. That'll give us some additional capacity there. So we'll put our special mission zone marker there. And we have to try to get 12 subs in there. So looks like these two, of course the Greenling's going to be able to make it there. He's already there. These two, that makes 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we've got 9 that can get there for sure. And then there's a special rule for war events. If we don't have enough to enter via patrol movement, non-RTB subs that are transit side up, in, or adjacent to an op area with the SMZ must be flipped to their patrol side and moved into the SMZ. I don't think we have any non-RTB transit side subs in the vicinity though. Nope, this one's heading back for withdrawal. All these are headed back RTB. So yeah, it looks like we're just going to get 9 in there. We can only use task force results, so that's going to really hinder what we're able to do this turn, unfortunately. But hey, going to give us a new forward base, so that's pretty exciting. All right, so next, torpedo improvement phase. We were 1 ship shy last week of being able to do that this turn. We're at 279. We got to get to 280 to be able to make our next check. So hopefully we'll get at least 1 sub this week and be able to do that the first week of July. All right, so then our intelligence and weather event phase. So let's roll on the ultra table. Making a mess of my charts here. 1. So for War Period 3, die roll of 1 is going to be the South China Sea 2 and the South Philippine Sea. So here and here. So that's nice. We've got 4 already in the South Philippine Sea. The albacore can get there. These guys are are committed to the special mission, so they can't come. But we've also got 3 down here in the Bismarck Sea, so we'll be able to get a bunch in there to respond to that. Actually, what we might do to make it not quite so crowded, because there's actually a connection between those 2 ultra areas, so we could actually send some of these over to South China Sea so it's not quite as crowded here. We'll probably end up doing that. We've got 3 in the South China Sea 2 now. All of these are coming back, so they can't go. But yeah, should be able to take advantage of those quite a bit. Maybe that'll make up for having to commit all those to the special mission. All right, now let's see if we get some weather. We're in June, so again, only a 1 or a 0 cause a tropical storm formation. Nope. Clear skies again. All right, then we move on to our Triple R segment. No reinforcements this week. Only happens in week 1 of each month. We've got some readying to do. So we've got all these here ship side at the Sperry that we'll move over to the broom box. We've got a couple here in Pearl Harbor, 1 in Brisbane, none in Fremantle, and then these 2 in Dutch Harbor. And then we have to roll for all the broom boxes. We've got these at the Sperry in their broom box. So the runner needs a 5 or less. He does not make it. Ship side for him. The permit, 4 or less, makes it. The plunger, nope. And the S32 needs a 3 or less, does not make it. We've got 4 coming out. We'll be able to get 4 back in. All right, we've got a couple here in the broom box at Pearl Harbor, so we'll roll for them at the same time. S44 black die, S46 white die. And the 44 makes it. 46 does not. Also only got 2 at Brisbane, so we'll roll for them together. Sturgeon black die, Sea Dragon white die. And again, the first one made it, the Sturgeon. Sea Dragon has to wait. We've only got 1 at Fremantle, the Tuna. Needs a 5 or less. Nope. And only 1 at Dutch Harbor. The S30 needs a 3 or less. He did make it. All right, now we got some repairs to check on. We've got 2 here in the repair box 1 at Pearl Harbor, so 8s. 8 or less for them. The black die will be for the pogey, the white die will be for the drum. both made it. So the drum is out of refit, so we replace this with his big boy counter. An extra attack and an extra range. And it goes in the broom box. And now that he's out of refit, we can put the halibut in for refit. So he goes in, comes out of repair hold into repair box 3. Okay, now the only thing else we have are 2 up here in Dutch Harbor. They each need a 5. So the black die will be for the S34, white die for the S33. And they both made it. All right, then we have prep for operations. Just move everybody up to the operating section. Last couple over here by Japan. And we are all set for the operations segment. For starters, we've got the gudgeon here who's being withdrawn this month. He's finally made it back from Fremantle. Took him a while to get out of there and then sail all the way back. So he gets back, which means he will go into the West Coast refit box. I believe he was due to come back with the graybeck and the grenadier, so we'll just stack him there. Let's get this one that attempted to stop in at the Sperry last turn, but his damage was too severe. So back to Pearl Harbor he goes. No transit event check needed, but we will need to roll for his damage. And it's a 5, so just light damage. Repair box 1 for the Sea Wolf. Alright, we'll also do these up here because they're easy. Coming back to Dutch Harbor, we got 2. No transit event needed, so we'll just do them both at the same time. But they will each need to roll for damage. Anything other than superficial will go into repair box 1. So we'll do black die for, who we got there, the S35, and white die for the S23. And neither of them are superficial, so they will both go into repair box 1. Right. Next we'll get these ones coming back into Fremantle. We got 1, 4 of them here. There's no transit event check needed because they're right next door. We do have one Gar who will need to do a damage roll. We'll get these 3 ready to go to the broom box, and we'll roll for his damage. And it's a 1, so it's just superficial. So he can also go to the broom box. Okay, we got one more over here. The tarpon coming down through the Java Sea. Let's see if he has radar. If he does, he can ignore the shallow water penalty there. The tarpon does indeed have radar, so no transit event needed for him because there's only one red box in that op area and he's on transit side. So he will also go to the broom box. Over here we've got just one, it looks like, coming back to Brisbane. No transit event needed. That's the pike. And who else we got returning? We got this one up here in the Yellow Sea that has to come back. I think we'll send him. We can actually wait on him until after we finish all of our patrols in this vicinity, and then we can decide where we want to send him. Is there one under here? Looks like. Yes, there is. Make sure we don't forget about him. Put him up on top. We'll probably try to get him back into the Sperry. That's the Jack. He's a Gatto. We want to try to get as many of these into the Sperry as we can. If we don't have room, that S3 will be the first one to, I think we said we could fit 4, right? After we send those 4 out. We've got 4 here and 1 here. So it looks like the S42 is the odd man out. So let's go ahead and send him over to the Hawaiian Islands. He will need to do a transit event check because he's leaving an area with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 subs. No, 8. Tell some of these are RTB markers and stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I thought we just had 8 there. So he will have a +1, which negates his -1 for transit side. Oh, and you know what? No, we won't, because we'll just send him through the Marshall Islands instead. No red boxes along that route. So he can get there without incident. And then, yeah, those other 4, we'll get them all into the Sperry, but we have to send some out first. So I think we've only got, what, 3 up here? No, there are 4, aren't there? There's a whole mess of them here. We'll probably wait until some of these guys move away And then, oh man, they're going to get a +2 to their transit event roll for moving into a special mission zone, plus their congregating risk from coming out of there. It's only 1 though, so I guess it's not too bad. Yeah, we'll do that. And then once that's freed up a little bit, we can juggle probably a couple of them up to the Sea of Japan and then a couple of them into the Bonans. Not into the Bonans, but into the... Well, that's true. We don't even need to go through that area, do we? We can send a couple up here and a couple down here, or at least 1. But again, I think we'll wait on that until we have a chance to do some patrolling in those areas. All right. So I think we'll break here, and then I'll come back and we'll get started on some of these patrols. Okay, we're going to start here in our ultra areas. First up is the Grayling. You will get a search and contact roll with a +1 modifier. 5 and 7. So he has a sparse, large convoy with 1 extra ship in each column. So that's going to be 2, 3, 2, 2. All right. The Grayling does not have radar. I think we're going to have him set up in column C. And we're going to go standard attack posture. You know what? Let's go cautious, actually. We'll just flip over 3. Ah, dang it. Oh, come on. Well, that wasn't very good. Our column C destroyer is the Kazagumo. And our column D, yikes, is the Shiranui. It'll be a total of 4 ASW showing. Now let's hope for some nice TDC markers. We'll go here. We could try to target one of those destroyers if we could get him out of the way. That would be nice. And I think we'll go here and here. Need a -3 on this guy. Nope. All right, let's see if we can get a shot on this merchant. 6 minus 1 is 5. -2 for the ship defense, -4 for the ASW, -1. TDC adds 1 back in, so we can hit it on a 0. Counter attack. We've got 4 1 red box in the op area makes 5. 3 for the war period is 8. We're in shallow water, so we only get to subtract 2 for our defense. So he's on the 5 to 6 row. This might hurt. -1 DRM for us being cautious. 5. 5 to 6. 5 is spotted. Good thing we did go cautious. All right, well, I think we've seen enough. We will withdraw. Endurance check. He's a B rating, so he needs a 4 or less. Got it. All right, the Pito. Pito, he does have radar, so hopefully that'll help. Not for this, but in combat. So search and contact with a +1. 3 and 4. Well, unfortunately, that is not good enough. He found nothing. He's an A rating, so he needs a 6 or less with his modifiers for not finding anything. He gets to stay. The finback. He doesn't have radar. Search and contact with a +1. 1 and 7. He didn't find anything, and not good enough for a loner. So he's also an A rating, 6 or less to stay. Nope. All right. So we've currently got 4 in the South Philippine Sea. And we've got these 3 and this 1 up there in the North Philippine Sea. These 4 can all reach the South Philippine Sea. So I think we've only got 3 over here now. I think we'll send 3 of these over. So we might as well send all 4 over to here so that we're only suffering the congregating risk in this area. And then that'll leave these 4 with no modifiers on their rolls. Excuse me. So yeah, we'll have the Sea Raven patrol move over here. The Sea Raven does have radar, so he can ignore the shallow waters for the transit event. Check. So only a 9. Nope. And then he gets +1 for search and contact. So do we want him to be the first one in there? Because everyone else is going to have... Yeah, he's fine. US 2, that's the best of what's there. Alright, so he'll be the last one in this area to get a +1 for search and contact, because everyone else is going to be suffering from congregating risk. Man, still didn't find anything. 2-4. So he's a B rating for endurance check. Without finding anything, he needs a 5 or less. Okay, at least he gets to stick around. The Saury will patrol move over. The Saury also has radar, so possible transit event only on a 9. Nope. And then he just gets a regular roll for search and contact because it's +1 for ultra, but -1 for congregating risk. There we go. 5-5. That's going to be sparse, large convoy. So same as what we just had. 2322 with the extra ships. All right, like I said, the Saury does have radar. So I think we will set up in column B and go standard attack posture. Let's see what's over here. Nice. This one, nice. And then these two, very good. Oh, don't like that. So we will unflip him. And I think we will try our luck with one of these being our light cruiser. Let's try this one. Yes. All right. Thank you, radar. Let's get our light cruiser. It's going to be the Jinsu. And we need an auxiliary. It's the Kanto Maru. All right. Let's bag us a ship here. Okay, +1, -3. There we go. -2 there. So -3 over there. Wow. Lots of possibilities here. Maybe even a split shot. Well, let's figure what these would be individually. So 6 minus 1 is 5. -1 for the defense here is 4. And then add 3 back in. So that would be a 7 to hit. 6 minus 1 is 5. -4 is 1. Add back in 2. That would be a 3 to hit. And then 6 minus 1 is 5. -2. -1 for going over a column is 2. And then 3 back is 5 to hit. So that's if we just went after 1. I think it's only 1,000 tons, 1 or 2,000 tons more than these. So this one's definitely out of consideration. So the next question is, what if we did a split shot with both of those? We'd probably do 3 and 3, I guess. Or would we want to do, they're 2 apart. So if we wanted them to be equal, we could do, 4 and 2? So 4 over here. If we sent 4 over here, it would be 4 minus 1 is 3, -2, -1 for the going over a column makes 0, and then add back in 3. That would be a 3 or less to hit. And then this one would be, should come out the same. So we'd only be sending 2 over there. 2 minus 1 is 1. -1 for the defense, +3 for the TDC. So yeah, that would be 2 shots at a 3 or less if we did it that way. Let's try that. We'll try the 4,000 ton first. So 3 or less to hit. Yes. An 8 is well more than enough to sink it. 8 becomes 7 on the 1 to 4. Well into the red. Where did my notepad get to? We'll grab it here in a second. So that's a 4,000 ton merchant for the Saury. Let's add that. So we will definitely get to check for torpedo improvement next turn. We reached 280. Another 4,000 tons puts us at 1,169,000. All right. Oh, we still get our second shot too. Almost forgot. So 3 or less for the other merchant. Oh, so close. That would have only damaged him, even if it had hit, but still. All right, I'm happy with that. There's no counterattack. I think for the re-attack round, we slide over this way. And we're standard, right? You know what? Let's go aggressive this time. Our radar isn't going to help us no matter what because we have to flip both of these. So, ooh, destroyer. Don't be something bad. Oh, another destroyer. Well, let's hope they're little ones. Six, 2. The Sazanami. I don't think we've seen that one before. Oh, good. This one's a baby one. The Kurataki. All right. We might as well put one on 6 defense because this is effectively 6 defense since he's over a column. Get another one of those 2 ASW out of the mix maybe. Probably not, but we'll see. Ooh, not gonna go after that one. Probably not that one. There we go. Ooh, nice. Both of those. So we're aggressive and we're in the re-attack round. So these are both -4s. So let's see what we got for each of those. Again, I don't think the 2 extra tons is going to be worth trying unless we decide to do a split shot. But let's figure it out anyway. So we're at 6 -1 is 5. -1 defense for him makes 4. Over a column makes 3. There's 2.5, which rounds up to 3 ASW showing. So that takes us to 0. But then our -4 TDC means a 4 for the 2 hit number. And with our die roll modifier, we'd actually hit on a 5 or less. This one's going to be the same, but he's got 3 more defense, so that's going to be a 1 for the 2 hit number. And yeah, I don't think it's even worth trying to do a split shot. So we'll just target the merchant there. So we need a 5 or less. Got it. And 7 will sink it. Nice. 7 becomes 6. Same as last time. Well, I think last time it was 8 becomes 7. Either way. All right. So another 3,000 ton merchant for the Saury. Let's get that recorded. We're at 281 now for ships sunk. And another 3,000 tons. So 1, 2, 3. Roll up the tens. 1,172,000. All right. Now we got a pretty nasty counterattack to deal with here. 2.5 rounds up to 3. 1 red box. 3 for the op area makes 7. He's got 3 defense, but we're in shallow waters, so only take off 2. Means they're on the 5 to 6 row. +1 for reattack round, +1 for aggressive posture. Oh, good. 3 is not going to be anything. Barely. All right. Good deal. Then for his endurance check, he's a B rating, but we did go aggressive. So he'll need a 3 or less. Nope. That's all right. They deserve to go back and celebrate. All right. Next, let's move the Thresher in. The Thresher does not have radar, so he's going to have +1 to his transit event check, so an 8 or 9. Could be trouble. Nope. And then again, straight roll for the search and contact. The congregating risk. 4 and 3. I think that's just barely enough. Sparse, small convoy. An extra ship is going to be 3 and 2. All right, we got a zigged away there from column B. I definitely want to go column A here. Again, no radar, so I think we play it a little safe and go cautious. So I only flip over these 3. Okay. Couple of auxiliaries and a destroyer. You got the Santos Maru. Ooh, big one. Kamoi Maru. And our destroyer. Be a little baby like that one, please. Nope. The Hagakazi. All right. TDCs for everybody. Hoping maybe we could have taken that destroyer out, but not with that +1 on it. That's not the greatest. Let's see what we can do against the Kamoi. 6 minus 1 is 5. 4 for his defense puts us down to 1. 2 for the ASW puts us at -1. Add 1 back in for the TDC. So we need a 0 to hit it. And this one's going to be just out of reach then, because that's a difference of... Yeah, because it's a difference of 2 in the TDCs, but he's only got 1 less defense. So we need a 0. Oh, so close. That 4, though, I don't even know if that would have even damaged it. 18,000. No, it wouldn't have. All right. Counterattack is going to be 2 plus 1 is 3 plus 3 is 6. We get to subtract only 2 because we're in shallow waters. So he's on the 3 to 4 row with a -1 because we are cautious. Ooh, that's a 6 on the 3 to 4 row. Might be spotted. Yep. Just got us. I really want to stay around, but now I'm a little worried since we got spotted. But let's try it. We'll stay cautious. We'll just flip over this 1. Oh good, it's our light carrier friend. Light cruiser, light carrier. The Nagara. All right, let's make something happen here. Need a -2 or a -3 on one of those, not the destroyer preferably. Nope. Nope. Well, looks like we're going after the big boy again. So it should be the same shot as last time, but with another -1 on it. So we should be able to hit on a 1 or less this time. Let's figure it. 6 minus 1 is 5. -4 for the defense. Leaves 1. -2 for the ASW is -1. Now this is a -2 TDC, so we're up to +1. So 1 or less to hit this time. And a pretty big damage roll. Nope. Neither was good. Well, that was disappointing. Our counterattack this time is going to be still on the 3 to 4 row, but now he gets +1 for us being spotted, +1 for reattack round, -1 for cautious. So it's 3 to 4 with a +1 this time. Good. 2 is nothing. All right. For our endurance check, B rating, no modifiers, 4 left. Got it. Okay, the Tautog Tautog is next. He's moving over. Tautog does not have radar, so he will have an 8 or 9 for a potential transit event. No. Straight roll for search and contact. 4-1. That's something. Sparse small convoy again. With an extra ship is 3 and 2. All right. Well, this looks great. Evading there. But I know there's at least one diligent escort in cut B with a red ball on the back, so I'm a little hesitant to get too excited about it. Let's go cautious. Okay, I like that so far. Let's try this one. Oh, good. All right, so that gets replaced. Yeah, I think I said this in the last video too. I find it strange that there's an oiler in the Silent War mix that has 1/2 ASW, but there is no ship that I've seen anyway in the IJN mix for auxiliaries that would be comparable to that. So I don't know what ship that's supposed to represent, but it's not in our IJN mix. Unless there's something that comes in later, maybe. I'll have to look at the whole set and see if there is something. I don't know. I think I've seen this one. Chogei. That's AS is a stores ship, I think. All right. Let's get one of these. At least one. Two or three would be nice. I don't know if there's enough tonnage there to qualify for a super skipper. Now you have to get 3 ships. And there's some minimum amount of tonnage too, but I think it's a bit higher than what we've got showing. That's no good. That's even worse. Come on. Okay, -1. At least it's something. That's gonna be, this is 3 here. This is 3 with the column over. So these are equivalent shots. So we might as well go for the bigger one. 6 -1 is 5. -3 for the defense. -1 for going over a column leaves 1. Add 1 back in for the TDC means we need a 2 or less. Need those flip-flopped. No counterattack. We may as well stay cautious. See what this is. Don't be a diligent escort. Oh, a combat event. Okay. Tonnage doubled would be nice. Combat would be nice. Let's see what it is. Whoa. One is surface gunnery, I believe. It is. So let's see. I don't think we'll be disqualified from it this time. We're not spotted. We're not in a typhoon or a tropical storm. You can choose any revealed Japanese merchant transport piece in the submarines column. So either one of those would qualify. Might as well go for the 3,000 tonner. Attack it using a die roll on the 26 to 35 line of the attack results table. Don't use the marked torpedo value. And if there were any of those IJN units revealed, we couldn't do it, but they're not. So we are good to go. There will be ASW though, because both of those guys have the 0 with the slash. So we'd be facing ASW or a counterattack afterwards if we choose to do this. Plus we become spotted. So let's see what we would need. Said the 18 to 25 row, right? No, sorry. 26 to 35 row. So we will need a 7, 8, or 9 to sink it. So it'd be a single die roll, 7, 8, or 9. If we chose to do surface gunnery, or probably 2 rolls that would require less than that if we just want to use a regular torpedo attack. I think if it was a higher tonnage ship, it would probably be worth trying the surface gunnery on it. But in this case, I think we're probably better off just going for a torpedo attack, because we might even get a better shot at this one this time and get a lot more tonnage from it. So yep, I think we will opt. I guess, is it optional or do we have to do it? So it's not optional. Okay, so when you're going up against a loner, it's optional, but this is not. It says the submarine surfaces to engage in gun combat. So not our choice. Whoops. Tripod's messing up on me here. There we go. All right, so we'll just make the roll then. We'll choose the 3,000 ton merchant in our column. And like I said, we need a, that was a 26 to 35. We need a 7, 8, or 9. Come on. So big. Nope. All right, and then they've got, each have a half ASW for surface gunnery. Oh, we have to become spotted too. I want to forget that. So they're going to get +1 for us being spotted, +1 for reattack, but -1 for cautious. Excuse me. They're at 1 +1 for the op area, 3 for the war period makes 5. We subtract our 2 defense because we're in the shallow waters. So they're on the 3 to 4 row with a +1. 4 should be all right. Yep. Okay, that was kind of disappointing as well. B. It's not very often you get clear shots like that with no escorts around. B rating, we didn't go aggressive at all, so 4 or less. Nope. RTB for the Tautog. All right. Then we're going to move everyone that can reach it except for these guys because they're committed to the invasion of the Marshall Islands. But we're going to move the albacore, the skipjack, the sailfish, and the growler all into the South Philippine Sea. So let's start with the albacore. He will have a transit event check, but only on a 9. 6, and then he gets +1 to search and contact. 2, 3, that's not going to be good enough. So he's an A rating, didn't find anything, 6 or less. All right. The skipjack will come over. Same thing, only on a 9 for the transit event. No. And +1 search and contact. 6 and 6, that'll work. 6 is going to be sparse, and the other 6 is a large convoy. Extra ship in each, so 2, 3, 2, 2. Now this is kind of yuck. This one's evading. The skipjack does have radar. He's got a 4 tactical rating. Boy. I'm thinking we try column C. We go cautious. Let's do both of these. Ooh, can't unflip that. Okay, got a big cruiser. And then let's try over here. Light cruiser. All right, so we need a big boy cruiser. The Mogami, aircraft capable, great. And a little boy cruiser. The Isuzu. All right, 4 TDC markers. Guess we'll try here. 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 And here. Oh, come on. I needed that one to be really low. Wow, these are all terrible. Well, we've only got a 5 attack rating, which gets knocked down to 4 for our torpedoes. We've got, if we went after this one, that would be 4 minus 4 is 0, -1 because we're over a column, and then +1 for the TDC. So that would be a 0 to hit. This one, I'm pretty sure, is out of reach for... Oh, wait, we forgot the ASW. Hang on. 4 minus 4. Yeah, that one's out of reach too. This one we might have a shot. 4, we assume his defense is 1, over a column. -1 for the ASW, -1 for the TDC. So this one can be hit on a 0. This one's going to be worse, so that's not going to work. So yeah. But if it's anything other than 1 defense, then we actually won't have a shot, but we'll still get a counterattack. All right, let's see what it is. Yep, hospital ship, 2 defense, no shot. Well, we took the shot, but it was an automatic miss. They get to counterattack with 1.5. Rounds up to 2. 1 for the op area, 3 for the war period, makes 6. We're not in shallow waters here, so we get to subtract our full defense of 2. They're on the 3 to 4 row with a -1 for us being cautious. 1 is nothing. All right, let's slide over to here. We'll stay cautious. And see what this is. Oh good, another cruiser. Now if we can just get some nice TDCs, the Suzuya. We'll get 3 this time. Can't fire a torpedo at that airplane. Wow. Okay then. Well, this is a -2 now because we're in the re-attack round. Let's see if it's enough. Kind of doubt it. 5 minus 1 is 4. We lose all of that for his defense and another one for ASW, so we're at -1 plus 2. So yeah, we can actually hit it on a 1 or less. Come on, let's get lucky. Nope. Nice damage roll, but gotta hit it first. Counterattack is going to be the same, 3 to 4 row, but this time without the -1, because we're in the re-attack round. Cancels out our cautious. 2 is nothing. Looks kind of gone cold here. Endurance. He's a B rating, so he needs a 4 or less. Got it. Sailfish coming over. Only a 9 for the transit event. Need that for our 2-hit roll. Search and contact with a +1. 6 and 2. 6 is going to be sparse. 2 is a small convoy. Extra ship makes 3 and 2. All right, again, looks great. Let's see if it actually is. The Sailfish does have radar. 4 tactical rating. We're going to set up in column A. And we are going to scooch this up just a smidge. There we go. We're going to go cautious. Just flip over these three. Ooh, combat event. 0. That is target lumbers into way. It is. So for this one, Japanese ship crosses the path of one or more torpedoes. Prior to conducting the first attack round, we choose any face-down red ball flagship in the submarines or an adjacent column. Reveal it and determine if it's sunk. We basically get an automatic hit and just have to roll on the attack results table. So we will be able to do that. We've finished revealing, so we can do that now. So let's pick the top one. Okay. We just roll the attack results and apply whatever happens. That's going to be a sink. All right, so the Sailfish. 1,000-ton merchant. So another 1,000 tons, another ship. We're at 282 ships, 1,173,000 tons. All right, now we get to do our attack round. It'd be awesome if we could get all 4 of these. Get some really low. Oh, I got to replace this auxiliary first, though. With, ooh, the Kazahaya 20,000-ton oiler. Nice. Come on, give me a nice -3 on that one. Okay, -2, not bad, not bad. So let's calculate these. Looks like there'll be one off from each other. So this is a 1, this is a 2. So we've got our 6 attack, -1 is 5. So if we went after the merchant, it'd be -2, but then +1. Puts us at 4. So 4 or less to hit that, so this one should be a 3 or less. And don't think a split shot with those numbers. 5 -1 is, or 6 -1 is 5, -4 defense is 1. Add 2 back. Yep. So 3 to hit the big boy, 4 to hit the little boy. I'm going to go for the big boy. I want that 20,000 tons. Ooh. We hit it, but no damage. 1 gets reduced to a 0. That's a miss for any tonnage. Not a miss, but no effect. Gar. for the can't go aggressive, unfortunately, because we were passive or cautious in the first round. So we'll just stay cautious and flip this guy over. Nice. We should have gone standard. We could have possibly got a split shot there between those two, but we'll see. Too late now. I was just worried about that potentially being a diligent escort. Be a nice -3 there this time. Or even that -2 again, because that'll become a -3. Zero for that one. Oh, +1, boo. So that's a 0, and that's a 1. So we got -1, 0, 1. Looks like we're going after the little baby merchant. 6 -1 is 5, -2 for his defense is 3, but then add 1 back in for the TDC. Hits on a 4 or less. What would this be, just out of curiosity? That's a 0, so 4. Be a 1 or less to hit him. I don't want to risk that. So 4 or less for the 1,000-ton merchant. There we go. 5 becomes a 4. Sunk. I got 2. I'm not going to complain about that, even though they were both shrimps. So another 1,000 tons, another ship. And for our endurance check, B rating, 4 or less. Ooh, didn't quite make it. And here comes the Growler. Transit event possibility on a 9. And +1 for search and contact. Ooh, 10 and 5. So a high density, large convoy. High density large with an extra ship is going to be 4, 4, 3, and 2. Okay, no radar for the Growler. It's got a 4 tactical rating. I think we'll start in column B. We'll get rid of these 2. So evading from cup A and too fast from cup C. Let's go standard. I have the option to go aggressive and oh no. In the counter-attack round, looks like that might, or the re-attack round, looks like that might not happen now. Found us a diligent escort. He gets to roll on his special row of the counter-attack table immediately. It is the Hokazi, so he's got an ASW of 4. No modifier for that since we're standard posture. Ooh, about a 9. He just sunk us. He just sunk us. Wow. All right. Another sub lost. Puts us at 23. That under. Wow, that was really bad. Really bad. That's going to do it for our ultra areas. Let's see where we want to go next. How about what do I want to have happen up here? I think we want I don't like those guys staying in the Empire Pacific. I think that's some pretty nice hunting grounds there. So let's have the flying fish do a search and contact roll. Move our current operating area up there. 7 and 6. 7 is going to be moderate density. 6 is a large convoy. 2, 3, 1, 1. All right, no radar for the flying fish. Let's go column B. Get rid of this evading from cup A. Let's go standard. We're going to go 1, combat event. 3. What is 3? Oh, great. Japanese patrol bomber spots submarine. Submarine is spotted and attacked by a Japanese patrol bomber. If able, attempt a crash dive. If unsuccessful, roll a die immediately on the event aircraft line of the counterattack table and apply the results. Proceed to the endurance check. If in tropical storm or typhoon, ignore this event. All right, so we don't even get to attack. And we might get attacked. We can crash dive on a 0. We're not in shallow waters, so we are allowed to attempt a crash dive. Nope. So now we have to roll on this event aircraft column. And none of these markers apply, or DRMs apply. So it's just a straight roll on the event aircraft column. Huh. Guess what, boys and girls? Unless we roll a 0 to 3, the flying fish is also sunk. Oh, good. Damaged RTB. Things have just gone from bad to worse. Next up is the whale. Whale does have radar at least, so let's see what he can find. 8 and 3. That's going to be moderate density as well. Small convoy this time. Moderate density small is going to be 321. Well, it seems like every time we stray from column A, we get our bell rung. So I think we're going to stick with A here. Let's do cautious. All right, that's more like it. 2 auxiliaries. The Shiretoko. Nice tonnage there. Not quite 20, but still good. And wow, another big one. Surumi. All right. We went cautious, so we won't be doing a split shot. I remember. I might have to review that. That split shot I did earlier. I hope we weren't cautious for that one, because that would have meant one of the TDCs would have had a +1 DRM on it. Okay, +1 there, 0, -3, looks like that's going to be our target, and +2. Wish that would have been on one of those two. All right, 7 minus 1 is 6, -1 defense is 5. And then +3 for the TDC makes 8. So we'll hit on anything but a 9. 5 and 5, that'll do it. 5 becomes a 4, which is sunk. So the whale gets 1. 2,000 tons. One more ship puts us at 284 and 1,176,000 tons. No counterattack. For reattack, we stay here. We stay cautious. Won't get to take advantage of our radar this time. Oh, nice. Our light cruiser buddy. And another merchant. Now is when I wish I had gone standard in the first round so I could go aggressive here, but it's the Kashima. Really would like to get one of these oilers. There we go. Yeah, you're not going to tempt me away over there. I mean, we'll figure them both, but I definitely want to try to go after this guy. So those are both -3s because we're in the re-attack round. So our Oiler will be 7 minus 1 is 6. -3 for the defense. And then +3 means we can hit him on a 6 or less. And then this one would be probably almost guaranteed. 7 minus 1 is 6. -1 for defense, -1 for going over a column is 4. +3 is a 7. Yeah, I guess that's right. Because he's got 2 less defense, but he's over a column, so he's effectively 1 easier than this one. So a 6 or less to hit him, a 7 or less to hit him. I want to go after the big boy. Even though we're going to need a significantly higher damage roll to sink him. Ooh, we got it. 2 and 8. 8's going to become a 7. And he is 16,000 tons. 7 is right smack in the middle there, of the red section. So the whale gets a second one. I think that's the second week that he's gotten 2 ships. That's the AO Shiretoko. 16,000 tons. Over to the pile of shame. One more ship. 16,000. Whoa, it's gonna go here and then 3, 4, 5, 6. Go up another. So now we're at 285 ships. 1,192,000 tons. And for our endurance check, A rating, so 5 or less. Got it. That leaves the Ho, who also has a radar. 7 and 1. It's going to be a moderate density small convoy. Same thing we just had, I believe. 3, 2, 1. Just got my 5% battery warning, so we might not make it through this. Too far. So the Ho with radar. Looks like we got to go column A. We'll go cautious. Combat event. 4. Well, this won't take long. Mechanical troubles end attack. So we roll a die. If it's odd, we get a damage marker and RTB. If it's even, we just go to the done section and don't have to do an endurance check. It is even. So you will get Let's try again next week. And I think we'll stop here for the evening, pick it up tomorrow. All right, next let's go ahead and take care of the S40 up here in the Coral Islands. So search and contact. 3 and 9. That's gonna be just short of finding something. D rating. He needs a 2 or less. No, 3 or less, since he didn't find anything. Got it. Alright, I think next let's move over and do these ones in the Sea of Japan. So this guy we're going to try to get back into the Sperry later. I'll put him on the bottom. So the steelhead is first. Search and contact. 8 and 2, that'll find something. High density, small convoy. So we're looking at 3, 2, and 2. Steelhead does have radar, 4 tactical rating. This certainly looks like a situation where we want to go cautious. We gotta flip over 3. Get 1 unflip. And here's our unflip. I think we go, might as well do this one. Same thing. And let's see if we can find our light cruiser over here. Oh, carrier. There we go. All right, we need an auxiliary, destroyer, and a carrier. The auxiliary is the Tatakawa Maru. The destroyer is the Yūgiri. And the carrier it's a small one, the Unyo. All right. We could get a shot on that destroyer. I'll try to take him out. Okay. Nope. Ugh. Ugh. Okay, well, guess we'll try to hit the carrier. 7 becomes 6, minus 3 for his defense. We've got 1 ASW, that takes us to 2. He's over a column, that takes us to 1. No help from the TDC. So we need a 1 or less. Alrighty. I don't know. Problem is, we know this is a destroyer. That's more than likely a destroyer. I don't know. Seemed a little risky to stick around. We can't unflip anything this time. Yeah, let's try it. We got 4 defense, right? There are 2 red boxes in the area, though. We'll stay cautious, obviously. So we know that one. What's this one? Oh, an airplane. Just as bad. Alright, so they've got 4. We're going to need a lot of TDC help here. Our other destroyer is, oh, I got more than 4. Is the Niisuki. So they've got 5. Not good. Very likely. I don't really want to go after either of those anyway. That one's worse. Oh, great. We may not even have a shot here. Don't think we will. So 7 becomes 6. If we try this one, looking at -3 for the defense, -5 for the ASW. Yeah, we're already in the negative, and the TDC is only a 0. So no shot. They get a counterattack though with 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 minus our 4 defense. They'll be on the 5 to 6 row. No modifier because the reattack modifier gets canceled by our cautious modifier. 2, nice. We'll say we've gotten pretty lucky on some of these counterattack rolls. There's unlucky on others as well. So, all right, for endurance check, A rating 5 or less. Nope. The Snook is next. Eight and 6. High density, large convoy. 3, 3, 2, 1. The Snook also has radar, tactical rating of 4. Get rid of this. Zigged away. Boy. I think we'll go column B for the first round. Gives us some more options for our reflips. Let's go ahead and do, where do we want to go? Let's go standard. Do these 2. Destroyer. Unflip. Hospital ship. Boo. We still got 3 more. No unflips left. I think we do these 2. And I like my chances over here better. Let's go with this one. Nice. Excuse me. All right. I do have to replace that auxiliary. I'll do that here in a second. All right, our auxiliary is the Goshu Maru. Now let's see what we got. Yuck. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, I don't really want to go after this hospital ship, at least not in the first round, because we're forced to RTB if we sink that. And the tonnage won't count. Let's see if we can go after this one. 7 minus 1 is 6. We lose 1 for the defense, 1 for going over a column, makes 4. That adds 1 back in, so we need a 5 or less. There we go. That 5 will be enough to sink it. Knock down to a 4. Another 1,000 ton merchant hits the bottom. That's the Snook. So one more ship, another 1,000 tons. Puts us to 286. And 1,183,000 tons. All right, well, if we can get 4 more ships, we'll actually have a better chance of improving our torpedoes next week. If not, at least we'll be in range to hit it the following week. All right, so let's clean this up and decide what we want to do for reattack. We know we're going to have to flip that destroyer no matter where we go. So I'm thinking that's more than likely bad. This one's slightly less likely to be bad. So if we move over to column C, we'll have to flip these 3. If we stay here, we have to flip these 3. If we move over here, we only have to flip these 2. I hate to move away from that 9,000 ton ship, but at the same time, I almost feel safer with what might be under here than what might be under here. Yeah, let's try it this way. We'll slide over here. We were standard that time, right? Yeah. Can we go aggressive? We're gonna have to flip all 3 no matter what. We got no unflips we can take advantage of, however we do it. So yeah, let's go aggressive. We know that one. Yep, that's another one. Let's hope this isn't a third. It is. Oh boy. 3 destroyers just decided to show up. Fortunately, we have some pretty, couple of low defense ships here to go after, so let's see what we can do. First one is, oh good, the Sanae. Second one. The Arashi. Third one. Another half would be nice. Nope. The Oshio. Okay, let's see if we can do anything with this. I've got 5. Nope, not supposed to be showing these. What am I doing? It's too early. I think we want to target everyone but the 7, I guess. Although I don't think even with the -3 we'd be able to hit one of those other ones. Well, maybe this one. It would actually be a -4 since we're aggressive. Alright, so these all get -2s. We can't go below -4. That's ugly. Oh, wow. Okay, I think we're probably not going to do anything here. This one is maybe possible. That's a -4 TDC. Let's see, 6. -1 is 5. No, there's no way. He's got 6 defense and 5 SW. That's -11, so we're at -6. Yeah, so no way. Maybe one of these. I don't think so, though. No, not with their 5. That's 5, 6. Even with a -2 on that, it's still 7. And we've only got 6 to subtract from, so no shot. Those are some terrible TDC solutions. So big counterattack coming our way. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 with a +2 because we went aggressive. This could be bad. Oh, sorry, 10, and then minus our 4 is 6, so he's on the 5 to 6 row with a +2. Yeah, that's really bad. Probably sunk. 5 to 6, a 10 is sunk unless the second roll is a 0 to 3. It was not. That was rather foolish. And the Snook was doing really well too. That puts us up to 24 subs lost. Let's roll for the harder next. 3 and 4. It's going to be low density, small convoy. So 2, 2, and 1. All right, this one is evading. Harder does have radar. Let's go ahead and go cautious so that he can take advantage of that for the first round at least. So we're just flipping 3 here. Yep, there's our unflip. And boom, nice. All right, so we need a light carrier. It is the Sendai. And an auxiliary. The Kamogawa Maru. All right. At least we can have a clear shot here in the first round. Let's get a nice solution here on something. Okay, I'm glad that went to that one. Oops. All right, a couple of -1s. I think we'll just go after the easy prey for this first round. So that's going to be 7 -1 is 6. Minus is 2 defense, but then we add 1 back for the TDC. Means we need a 5 or less. Hey, 5, and that 7 will certainly sink it. Modified to a 6. So the harder gets a 1,000-ton merchant. I was thinking we weren't going to be able to sink that many ships this week because of that war event, but we're doing all right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We got 8 so far. That's the same as we got last week, which was our best week to that point. So this goes back to the cup. We get another ship at another 1,000 tons. And we get to reattack. Just dealing with 1 destroyer won't be too bad. We'll slide over here so we don't have to be penalized for shooting into an adjacent column. Let's go. We were passive that time, right? Yeah. Not really any advantage to going standard. Unless we wanted to split shot these guys, but I don't think we will. So we'll just say cautious. Get him replaced. The Umikaze. on. Oh, come on. Really? Now they do have a -1 for the reattack round. So these are equivalent shots because he's got less defense, but worse TDC, better defense, better TDC. So with the -1s, those are each 5s. And then he's got 2 from the ASW for 7. Oh, we actually don't even have a shot. That's disappointing. Because we're only at 6. Grr. All right. Counterattack. 2 plus 2 red boxes makes 4. Plus 3 for the war period makes 7. Minus our 4 defense puts us on the 3 to 4 row. Reattack round, but we are cautious, so modifiers cancel. 1. Nothing. All right. That was a shame. Our endurance check, we're going to need a 5 or less because we're A rating. Got it. Slip him under. All right, we're going to hold off moving these guys back to our forward base until we're able to get some of those out. We're not going to do that until we can clear some of that mess out of the bonins. What do we have here? We've only got 3 there, so we could bring 1 out to there, I guess. Yeah, why don't we go ahead and do that? That'll let us get that one in the Sea of Japan back in at least. See who we got coming out. I want to send a good one. Yeah, we got 3 Gattos, so we'll send the Tonnage up there. So he will leave the North Pacific, go through the Coral Islands to the Empire Pacific. And since there's only 1 red box along that route and he's on transit event side, he doesn't need to worry about rolling for a transit event. We'll just flip him to patrol side. He will stay there for next turn probably. All right, that lets us bring this one back through the Coral Islands to, to the North Pacific. Again, only 1 red box in each area. Oh, but we do get a +2 transit event check to our transit event check for leaving the Sea of Japan. So he's -1 for transit side, but +2 for leaving Sea of Japan. So a net +1. So an 8 or 9 could cause us problems. Nope. So he will lose his spotted marker and go back to the broom box here. That was the Jack. All right, so next, the only thing we got left other than those other ones, other 3 that we want to get back into the Sperry. One of them is damaged. I guess we should have held off sending the S3 back in case he doesn't make it in. You know what? I'm going to do that. There's no reason not to send them there if there's room. Okay, that was the S42. that earlier in the turn we had transit moved over to here because we didn't think there was going to be room for him at the Sperry, but if the who is that, the guardfish, he's damaged, so he may not be able to stop there. And if he can't, we'll get the S42 in instead. All right. I think we're also now safe to bring the Gurnard back through the East China Sea to the Marianas. So he's leaving the Yellow Sea, which gives him a +1. He's going through shallow waters, but let's see if he has radar. He does have radar, so the shallow waters can be ignored for this purpose. So it's just the +1 from the Yellow Sea and -1 for being on transit side. So he will only face a possible transit event on a 9. Nope. He will go to the done section here. And now I believe that just leaves, other than these coming back in later, our 9 subs that can reach our special mission zone for the invasion of the Marshall Islands. All right, so let's start working on our special mission zone. I guess we'll start with the greenling here. Now he does have to make a separate transit event check for entering the SMZ. Just looking that up real quick so we can show y'all. Right, so here's the rules governing special mission zones. They may not be entered unless they've been activated by a war event. Allocated submarines are exempt from congregating risk in that op area, so we don't have to worry about the fact that there's going to be 9 subs there. Once in an op area, a submarine may be repositioned to an active SMZ that is connected by light blue arrowhead. Movement into the SMZ requires a transit event check separate from any transit event check from op area to op area movement just performed, with a +2 DRM using the activity chart of the op area where it entered from. So the greenling will have to do a transit event check to enter here with a +2 modifier using this chart. But as you can see, there's no red box there, so we're not really going to even have to worry about that in this case. But if there were, he would have to do a transit event check with a +2 DRM. Any of these subs moving into the op area would do that transit event check first, and then a second transit event check for moving into the SMZ. Like I said, since there's no red box for this war period in the Marshall Islands, we won't have to worry about any transit event checks. So we can just get going on that. Once it's there, we conduct the mission given by the war event. If it's a search and contact mission, which it is, we use the activity chart from the op area we entered from. All die roll results on this activity chart are increased by 1 activity level. So if we get a there's not very many that we can get, but if we get a sparse, it'll become low, and if we get a low, it'll become moderate. And Just explaining that. No contact is still no contact. So if we get a no contact, it doesn't get upgraded to sparse. We skip the endurance check, and then we conduct voluntary RTB movement in the transit movement phase of the current turn. So basically they get to do their search and contact, any combat that they might have, and then immediately RTB. So they'll be going directly back to Pearl Harbor then on this same turn. That's a special exception to normally you can't do RTB movement the same turn that you conduct operations, but for SMZs you can. So yeah, that's basically it. And then if you recall from our war event itself, it said that we can only consider task force results for contact. Where are we at? Invasion of the Marshalls. Yeah, only contacts with task force results are used. Now my understanding is that is not the same as this, where is it? If directed by a game activity to use task force only pull ships for column D. I don't believe this is that same situation. This is for when you're doing normal search and contact in either the transfer route or the Hawaiian Islands, where it says results will be a task force only, use column D on the engagement table. So I don't believe this applies to this war event. It's just saying that if we get anything other than task force results on the contact table, then it will be treated as if we didn't find anything. So that's the way we're going to do that. I actually have a thread that I started on Board Game Geek seeking to confirm that that is indeed the case. I've got a couple of thumbs up from some users, but nothing official yet. But at least 2 people agree with me. All right, so let's start, like I said, with the Greenling. He'll move in. The search and contact, he's looking for an 8 or 9 basically, and then it has to be an 8 or 9 on the second die as well. So we're probably not going to find a whole lot here. That's nothing. And I assume, since it says task force results only, I assume that also means we can't get a loner result or sub versus sub. I should probably clarify that as well. Yeah, so then he does immediate voluntary RTB, and we'll from this op area, and he'll head back to Pearl. No transit event check needed there. We're going to end up with a whole bunch of subs at Pearl Harbor at the end of this turn. All right, let's do these 2 next, I guess. So we've got the S-47. Again, no transit event check needed to go into here, and no transit event check needed to enter the special mission zone. And we're looking for 8 or 9 on both dice. Ooh, nope. Okay, and then he will voluntarily RTB to Pearl Harbor, because I don't need to grab the markers since they're coming right off. Then we've got the Porpoise, no transit event check, no transit event check. 8 or 9 on both dice. Oh, pretty close, but not quite. All right, so he will voluntarily RTB back to Pearl Harbor. We'll do the Pickerel next. Boom, boom. 8 or 9 on both. Nope. RTB to Pearl Harbor. The Tunny. 8 or 9 on both. Nope. RTB to Pearl Harbor. The he's also not, oops, took his markers but not the sub. We've got the Snapper, 8 or 9 on both. Nope. RTB to Pearl Harbor. The Gunnel, 8 or 9 on both. Nope. RTB to Pearl Harbor. The Sunfish, 8 or 9 on both. Oh, thought we were going to get one. RTB to Pearl Harbor. And the Lapon, last chance. 8 or 9 on both. Nope. RTB to Pearl Harbor. And those are all the subs that we were able to get there. So that will conclude that. And then it says at the end, well, it'll be during the war period phase, or the end of turn phase, because we don't get to take advantage of that forward base this turn. Place a submarine tender on Majuro in the war progress phase. So we'll do that at the end of the turn. I'll have to check. I'm not sure if it's randomly selected or if we get to choose which one. Definitely would want to get one of those with 7 capacity out there. All right, so that just leaves these 4 that we're going to try to get back into. Actually, maybe I miscounted before. Maybe I was okay sending the S42 to Pearl Harbor. Because we've got the one coming, I think I might have forgotten about this one. We got the one coming from Sea of Japan that we want to get in there. We're only going to be able to get 3 more. So we've got this one, and then we've got 4 here that we want to try to get in. So yeah, I was off track there. So that transit move I did earlier was what I wanted to do with the S42, because there's not going to be room for him, even if the guardfish isn't able to make it in. So we got a couple of new S2s. The guardfish is a Gato, so we'd like to get him in if we can. I guess we'll do that first, but actually first we have to get somebody out. So I think we're gonna send, we've still got 2 Gatos and a P3 in there. I think we send all 3 of them down here to the Marianas now that it's decluttered. I guess it wasn't, now that this one's decluttered, I should say. We can move them through there. So we'll do each of those individually. They're transit side up, and there's only 1 red box in each of the op areas they're moving through. So none of them are going to require transit event checks. And I think we'll just have them all go patrol side. So now we can attempt to get the guardfish into the Sperry. So he'll need to roll for his damage. And if it's superficial, he can stay. If not, he has to move on. It is not, just missed it. So he will have to head back to Pearl Harbor next turn. And that means all 3 of these can get in. So, and again, transit side. For these 2, there's no transit event check needed because they're both on transit side and they're doing cautious transit, so they're actually a -2. And there's only 1 red box. So they will both go to the broom box of the Sperry. Leaves room for 1 more, which will be the actually, did I move him down? Did he operate this turn? Maybe he wasn't coming in there. I'm getting all confused now. I thought he was going to be able to get into there, but I don't believe so because he already operated this turn. So let's back this up like we said we were going to do earlier. And now that the guardfish wasn't able to get in there, we do have room for the S42. So he will come in as well. Sorry about all the confusion there. So yeah, that's going to, yeah, it's a little bit confusing here because the Sea of Japan and the Yellow Sea, they're operating in dun boxes. They're kind of right next to each other instead of above and below the activity chart. So makes it a little bit more susceptible to getting confused where they are. All right, so subs coming out. We've got, let's start at Dutch Harbor. It's an easy decision. There's 3 coming out. They can all 3 move over to the Coral Islands without any risk of congregating risk or transit event checks. So they will patrol their next turn. Coming out of, no one coming out of Fremantle. We got 2 coming out of Brisbane. And as our custom is, we'll send them up into the Bismarck Sea. No red boxes along that route. We'll have them patrol from there. And then for Pearl Harbor, look at that stack in the broom box. Hopefully we can get most of them back out next turn. We've got an S3, a new S1, and a new S2. So I think we want to send them Marshall Islands or North Pacific. I think Marshall Islands. So they'll come out through the Hawaiian Islands to the Marshall Islands. No transit events, checks along that route. And we'll have them go patrol side. All right. That is going to do it for the operations segment, which takes us to the end turn segment. And our conclude turn phase, we've got no weather. Spotted markers, we have some of those to check. 6 or less for that one. Loses it. Was the tautog, no longer spotted. Get these ones that are on their patrol side down to the bottom. We got one here that's spotted. The sea raven, so 6 or less. Nope. And then we have the grayling that's spotted. He loses his. All right, let's get these all stacked back up. Where else? None there. Doesn't look like any here. None there. He's damaged. None up there. I don't think any of these either. So that looks like it for our spotted markers. So we go to the war progress phase. Now we get to add a submarine tender to Majuro. I'm just going to look up and see how exactly that is selected. So here's our section on submarine tenders. Just a description of what they are. Randomly selects. Oh boy, so we could end up with only a 5 capacity one. Let's see what we've got here. We have this dice tower out of the way. We can get them all in the shot. All right, so we've got 5 6s and 2 4s. So we'll just number them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll roll a D10. If it's anything other than 1 through 7, I'll re-roll it. If we can get everything on there. There we go. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sorry. Off camera there. 5, 6, 7. All right, here we go. Oh, 0 isn't one of the choices. 3, 1, 2, 3. Good. We got the Fulton. So we now have the submarine tender Fulton in Majuro. So now we got 7 subs that we can handle in the North Pacific, 7 in the Marshall Islands. Sorry, 7 up here, 7 down here, instead of having to go all the way back to Pearl Harbor. So that'll be nice. Be able to keep them out a little bit further. get them out there quicker. All right. Well, actually, we forgot one step of the conclude turn phase. We were supposed to advance the date markers. So let's do that now. Week 1, we're going into July. So we'll get some more reinforcements next month. We'll have some subs returning from refit. I think that top stack there with the kingfish and a couple others are coming back. Then we'll have some more that we have to withdraw for refit. So, but we'll get to see all of that happen in the next episode. So thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see you next time. Sorry, I did want to also include a recap of where we are at the end of June. We're at 284, no, it's up there, 287 ships sunk, 1,194,000 tons, and 24 subs lost. So we've lost as many since we started as there was lost since the beginning of the war. So we seem to be burning through them a little quicker, probably because of my over aggressiveness. But that'll wrap it up for this episode, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks.